Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kimberly. I'm a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari. I send things into ThreadUp, The RealReal, sometimes Swap.com when they let me have labels. And today we are doing a haul. So I recently went to Goodwill. And I don't know if that video will come out before this. It could, I don't know. And I found like nothing. It was one of those things where like I was going in there thinking, oh, you have almost 2.5 hours to shop, take your time. And then all of a sudden it was like, nah, you only have an hour. Things changed. But I wasn't having the best luck. I found a few things, but it just wasn't going well. So I decided that I was still going to give it a try this week because I had to go into that area and I didn't know how much time I would have. I ended up having, oh my gosh, I ended up having an hour and a half, and I did much better. That being said, I only bought 13 items. That doesn't seem right. I may have to count again at the end. But yeah, so let me show you what I got and let's talk about what I got, because I am actually pretty happy with my haul. There's a few things that do need to be washed, which I will do. Obviously, I'm filming this August 25th. I went this morning, so I haven't even taken it out of the bag. There's tags still on it, everything. The color for this week for 50% off was blue. And I did end up picking up a few blue items. Now, for the most part, I didn't though, because yeah, blue tag started Sunday. So to be able to find good blue tags was shocking to me. But let me show you what I got. Up first is this gorgeous, gorgeous sweater. So it is actually for Love and Lemons. It is extra small, but it is new with tags. They wanted $9.99 for it, and that's okay, because it is this chunky knit, oversized, wide sleeve sweater. Like, look at this sleeve. It's extra small, but it's definitely oversized, because like I wear about an extra large 2X sometimes, and it almost fits me. Like, not even gonna lie, I could probably get this on and not be uncomfortable, and then a lot of that has to do with how big those sleeves are. But I could not leave this behind at $9.99. Here's the thing. The cell service is very bad at this location, so I have a hard time looking up comps. So a lot of this is experience and things that I've seen and things like that. Going in, I take risks with my reselling, I'll admit. I also don't normally have a higher cost of goods, but like $9.99, I just thought this was worth it, especially since we're heading into this, sweater weather season, and I wanted to give this one a try. Like, this was my last purchase. Like, I held this in the cart until the last second, then I was like, you know what, I'm getting it, because I would regret not getting it. Next, this one was, I don't think it's a bad buy, but it is definitely a buy that needs to be fixed. So, Lafayette 148, it's a size 12. It is a pair of really nice, they're like a denim material, and then they have a zip at the bottom. These things retailed for probably around $400, because Lafayette 148 is very expensive, honestly. They only wanted $5.99. Here's the problem, and I didn't notice it until I got to the register, and I still decided to get it, because there's next door, there's actually a he is not a seamstress, okay? He does, like, he actually has a sign outside where he will do zippers and stuff. So here's the problem. So this has this very long side zipper, but the zipper is missing its pull, and where the button closure is, it is torn. So I'm going to see about bringing this over to him and seeing if he can fix that for me. I still think this is a great pickup at $5.99. Lafayette 148 maybe doesn't move quite as well as one would expect for how high-end and expensive it is. But I've done decently well with it, including the pants. I've sold it around $50 for pants. So for me, I was like, you know what, at $5.99, this is still worth picking up, even with the damage to it. Because I just think that even if you can't fix the button part, getting the zipper pull fixed is super important. But honestly, they're in such good condition otherwise. Like, I don't know what happened there, but yeah. So next is a brand that I couldn't resist picking this up because of the size more than anything else and the style. So it's Athleta and it's a size 12, and I paid up for it technically. And it is these like dress slack style workout pants. They have this button detail. It's almost like it reminds me of a magnetic button, but it's a little more buttony, but it goes up to about the knee area where you can kind of keep it open. It has a nice wide stretchy waistband. It's a size 12. They wanted $11.99, and for me, because of the way I do my cost of goods on trips like this, it's like I take however many items that I purchase and I round it out. So yeah, I don't feel like I spent that much, but it was just in really good condition. I really liked these, so I picked them up. And I'm trying to keep track of how many items so that way I can do my numbers after. Here's a brand I've never found, but I've heard great things about. I've wanted to. It's been on my like mini bucket list, I guess you could say. And I found 2 of them, by the way. So this first one is Beta brand, size medium. Now these I think are the ones that definitely need a wash. Like do not pass go, do not list. They need to get washed. These are a size medium. They are the like faux dress pant style. This is just a button that does nothing. They are really good condition, like hardly worn condition. Yeah, and they wanted $5.99, so I could not resist. I'm making my tallies over here. This was an interesting find. Again, I paid, so they wanted $11.99 for it, but it was a blue tag, so it was only $6. It is actually Patagonia for women. It's a size 6, and it is this pant. Yeah, so it's like a wide kind of straight leg, wide leg style pant. It feels so soft, like so soft. It has this interesting cutout detail right here on the waistband, but then it's got a normal like button close here. The label for it is actually on the front instead of at the back. These are the 100% polyester. It has a style number and everything, so I'm going to look that up and see if I can get the actual one. On the back, it has a little, a little Patagonia thing right here. For $6, I could not leave these behind. I also really like the color as we're heading into fall. The way they feel, they are so soft, like ridiculously soft. Wait, hold on. So this was another piece that I was not sold on. Like that For Love and Lemon sweater, I was like, I don't know, but it was new with tags. It was a gorgeous piece. It was a substantial piece. This is another one. So this is Eileen Fisher. It is a size medium, and it's an open front cardigan. It is gorgeous. It has a nice, like, cool kind of hem detail. And it's also 100% merino wool. But they wanted $9.99 for it. And I don't know why, but for some reason I was, like, not convinced. So, yeah. I mean, obviously I got it, but like at first I almost didn't. So yeah, I don't know why. I think because $9.99 and it wasn't on sale. I don't normally pay that much for Eileen Fisher, but as we're heading into winter, I wanted more sweaters. Next is another Athleta. This one is more for size. These are extra large. They are the Delancey Herringbone tight legging with chevron print, and they're this gorgeous brown like color with a chevron print and working back zipper pockets, plus it has the hidden pocket in the back. They wanted $11.99. I said yes. I was like, yeah, nope, I'm gonna get them. I might try them on myself, but happiness. Sorry guys, getting a lot of messages because it's the middle of a work day. Here was another piece that I was not like, should I, shouldn't I? But I actually got it as much for the brand as the size. So for me, Chicos is very bread and butter, and I do decently well with it. And I wanted them, and it's a more substantial piece. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I'm also going to try it on myself because it is a style that I would wear. So it is a Chicos size 3. It's the Chicos Zenergy line, and this is a size 3, which says 16-18, and it is this really cool oversized, like it is pretty oversized sweatshirt, because this is a big 16-18. Yeah, and it has these giant deep pockets. See, it's almost like a full, like the full length of the body. It's almost like the kangaroo style, but there's a seam in the middle, so it's not. It's in amazing condition. They wanted $9.99. So that was the other thing. I was like, okay, this is another one of those pieces where I'm like, that's a lot. But I did it. Next is one, I actually got this to send to Threada because they price this stuff pretty well and it sells. So it's a Theory size medium. And it's this long sleeve button down khaki top. They wanted $4.99 and yes, please. It's a medium and this is very large. It's almost like a shacket. But it's in really good condition. Even if I have to list it myself, I'm happy with it. Next is, this is a shacket. This is a cabbie size large, and it is another tan jacket with this like cute little peplum style type hem. It was blue tag, $9.99, so this was only $5, which is the real reason I got it. It was a size, style, price thing. I loved this beige color because for some reason it gives me very academic vibes. So I'm going to put that as a keyword. I've seen it work for me, so. Next is Madewell. The back patch is like pristine condition. These are the 10-inch high-rise skinny crop in a size 26. I had a pair of these in my closet recently that sold relatively quickly, so yeah. And they only wanted $5.99. So for that, I was like, yeah, that's worth it. It's also in like excellent condition. It has a nice like distressing to the hem, which is intentional. So yeah, these are like barely worn condition. Super happy to find them because even though I don't do great with Madewell, I do better with their jeans. than anything else. Second to last item. This is the other Beta brand pair, but these are in a size large. Same exact pair, but one size bigger. Which is gonna make, I think, well, same exact pair, but I think these are a crop length. But as you can see, they have a stain on them. It's not a stain so much as like spit. So I need to wash these. But again, they only wanted $5.99. So, heck yeah. And last but not least is not clothing. Is a cookbook. It is the Pillsbury Complete Book of Baking. It is a hardcover book. It is heavy. They only wanted $3 for it. There's the little tag. And I said, you know what? Why not? It's in pretty good condition. There's, you know, there's wear to it. This has been used. This book was originally $25 and it was published in 1993. So yeah, I couldn't resist because these older cookbooks especially do really well. And it has its paper cover, but the actual cover is also the design that's on the paper cover. So I figured that might add a little value. I am going to list this on Poshmark because I've done decent, like I said, I think I've said this in the past, but books, I used to be, when I started reselling back in 2000 or so, that's what I did. I was a book reseller. That was my primary thing anyway. I didn't move into fashion on the other stuff until probably 2010 or so. So I've done a lot. I started with hard goods and books. So things like this are just kind of like, they're nostalgia for me, but also like when I find a good book, I have to sell it. And I love going into like the cookbook section. They had a ton of good cookbooks, but for me, this was the only one that I could be like, yeah, I know I'll do decently well with. Especially because the condition it's in excellent condition, like almost not used condition. So I'm happy with this one, but let me break it down for you real quick. 13 items. I spent $93, but I did round up for a cause. Divided by 13. That made my cost of goods $7.15. I'm happy with that. I mean, I've done better, but there were quite a few things I paid up for, especially because we're heading into fall, so sweaters, and this is when people are shopping for them, so they actually get priced up, especially at I know my thrift. I may not go there as often as I would like, but I know how my thrift store is. They price this stuff up when it's the season. And like, if this was March, April, May, June, even July, it would not be the prices that they were. Like they would have lowered because they don't want it sitting there. But now we're heading into fall, and I noticed it because there were a few sweaters that were there when I was there a few weeks ago. And they had changed out the ticket. And the only reason I know that is they were very distinct sweaters. They were specific brand. They were like vintage style, but they were kind of worn, but they were wool hand knit sweaters with like fall themes. I can't really describe them. I'd have to show them to you, but they were just not something I'd want to sell. But I remembered when I looked at them in July, they wanted $4.99. When I looked at them today, they wanted $12.99. So that's how the pricing works for the season. I don't know. Okay, but before I get rambling, I'm gonna call it a night or a day, or I don't know. It's only like 2:18, so I don't know why my brain is like, we're done for the day. No, we're not. Anyway, let me know what you think. Would you have picked these items up? Do you think I paid too much for anything? What are your thoughts? For me, I'm really excited to try like Beta brand because I've never tried it. I've wanted to find it. I've wanted to try it for myself. Athleta is a hard sell. It tends to sit, but those were good sizes, and that's my thing. Bigger sizes I'm willing to sit on because I don't tend to sit on them. Smaller sizes, yes. Bigger sizes, not so much. And honestly, things have been moving for me lately, so I like to try things. I will say a lot of the things that I got in my Goodwill blue box mystery boxes have been selling. So that's really good. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? How do you think I did? I will say there's also a discount on top because I'm a member of their the Goodwill rewards program or whatever it is called. And that means that I get, I think it's 5% off of anything that's not on sale. So anything that wasn't the blue ticket was an additional 5% off. So that does help a little bit. It definitely keeps the cost down a little bit. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Would you have picked these things up? Is there anything you would have left behind? And what are you shopping for right now? If you like this kind of content, you like my video, please consider giving a thumbs up, maybe subscribing to my channel. I have a ton more content coming, more Goodwill Blue Box unboxings. I have a ThredUp unboxing. I have a real unboxing. I have some stuff coming. So please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.